Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today we're gonna be messing with this storage server again because, well, you have a storage server but you really need to have access to it. And of course I could just make some shares on it, and I could make, well, I could have other servers look into those shares, but I can also set up ISCSI. And the difference between shares and ISCSI is really that with ISCSI you can deliver a disk. It's more or less like giving the disk to another server, and the other server can format that disk and use it as if that disk is present in that server itself. Whereas if you make a share, well, you have already formatted and file systems and it's on another server, and all the security and privileges are on that server. But with ISCSI you give the disk over the network, even though the disk is located somewhere else. Well, the other server will be formatting it, and it will be deciding what file system is on it and stuff like that. So on my storage server down here I have installed Microsoft Server 2016, and well, let's go to the screen and see how you install ISCSI on that. It's all built in, it's just activating it, and when we've done that we can go to my computer and access it. That would be cool, right? Okay, so here we have the screen. So first we have to go in and tell it that we need to be using ISCSI. And well, if you open Server Manager here, there is something right there. Add roles and features. It's also available up here. Add roles and features. That's really one of the problems with Microsoft. There is too many ways to do the same thing. So we'll just pick it here, add roles and features, and there is something they wanna, well, inform me of what I'm doing right now. So we'll just press next to that one, and it's informing me again. We can choose a role-based or remote desktop service installation for VDI. We're not doing that, so we'll just keep it to the role-based up here, and we go further down and we can pick what server we want to do this on. So that's of course the right server, so we'll continue that. And here are all the roles that we can put on this server, and there is quite a lot. We could make it a DHCP server, DNS server, and fax server, Hyper-V, blah 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 blah. But under File and Storage Services, which is right there, there is File and ISCSI Services. So we will pick that one, and we will go and install that. Next, I do not believe that we need to pick anything. If we do need to pick something, I'm sure it will come and complain. So yeah, just next. So it actually says that when we pick this File and ISCSI service, it will also select the file server thingy there. So cool. And we will pick this restart. It will restart the server if it's required. And yes, that's cool. And install. I don't think it's gonna be required, but let's see how this turns out. And it's installing. So I think we're done now with the installation. So in Server Manager, the dashboard, we can down here select File and Storage Services. So press that, and this ISCSI was not there before, so now it is. So we can pick ISCSI, and we can now install an ISCSI Socket server, and that is what we're going to be doing. This server is going to be a Socket server. That means that the ISCSI volume or disk is going to be located on this server. So let's try that. So what can we do here? Okay, so when you create a ISCSI Socket, it's actually a file that it puts on a disk. So we have to decide which disk to put this on. And as I want to test some of these disks down here I created in a previous video, I have 3 disks of 10 terabytes and I have 3 disks of 30 terabytes. And each of these, the first one is RAID 0, then there's a RAID 1, and then there's a RAID 5. So I would like to see the difference between SAS drives and SATA drives. So I would like to try on this 10 terabyte drive, which should be a 10 terabyte SAS drive and RAID 0. So we will try and choose that one, press next. Then we get to give it a name, so we will, let's call it 10 terabyte SAS RAID 0. Okay. Could have put some of that in the description, but I guess this is cool. And it tells me down here what the file name is gonna be, so that's awesome. So next, then we get to choose how much storage we want to put on this, and well, we'll just well, it says 9.91, so I probably can't pick any more than that. Let's see if it approves on 10 terabytes. Fixed size, we definitely do not want that. That would take all the disk space. We want this dynamically expansion. That's about the same as thin provisioning, but yeah, so we'll try and pick that. Let's see, assign the ISCSI virtual disk to a, well, we don't have anything, so it's gonna be a new ISCSI target. Next, specify the target name. So here we want to call it something that we can probably recognize. So I will call it ISCSI. 10 terabyte SAS R0. That's a good description. Continue that. Next. Oh. So I guess underscore is a no-go. Oh, it can automatically convert that to just a dash or line, so we'll do that. And it converted that. Awesome. Next. So here we can add click add to specify the ISCSI initiator that will access this ISCSI virtual disk. So we press add, and we have different options here. Pick this one, and we have different. We can IQN, an ISCSI qualified name, something, DNS name, or IP address. We can add which server is supposed to be communicating with this ISCSI target. So we will we'll pick an IP address, and then I actually have to go check what the IP address is of my computer. So I'll be right back. There we are, the IP number of my machine. So go get it. We can add a lot more IP numbers for servers or computers that would be able to access this. Let's press next. Here is possible to add some encryption and password and stuff. We're gonna skip that at this time, but it's possible to set that up as well. And we get a summary, so we can now just create that. Create. And it will be creating, and it's done and closed. So now we have created a drive here. Cool. I will turn off the camera, and I will create another one on the 30 terabyte drive, also RAID 0, just to see the difference between those two. So I created another one, a 13 terabyte SATA drive, also RAID 0. So let's go to my computer and see if I can connect to this. Okay, in here at my computer, you go down into the bottom here and press the start menu. When this is up, well, you can start typing IS, and it will come up with the ISCSI initiator or whatever, and we can press that. I have already tried this, so it sees the 2 drives, but what you do is you put in the IP number here, and I just happen to have investigated that already. So the storage server out there has number 21. And that's actually on the 10G network card. So if I popped in another IP number for the 1 gigabit network card, well, I would be able to connect to that. So let's quick connect to that, and we can see that it has these two drives that we can connect. So let's just pick the first one, the 10 terabyte SAS drive. Connect to that, connected. Let's pick the other one, connect to that, connected, and done. So it says we are connected here. I am also connected to my ISCSI SAN. Never mind that, but I actually do use this for something. So okay, now we should be able, we can just open up a file explorer here, and we can right click this PC and choose manage. Where is manage? There. We can minimize that. That's just to get the computer manager open. There's multiple ways of doing that too. And disk manager, right? It comes up and has found two drives for us, disk 3 and 4. And that is actually, if we go, can we can check those out? No, we can't. So we'll have to initialize those. We could cancel that. Just go down and see them. Here it is. We have a 10 terabyte drive right there, and we have a 30 terabyte drive right there. And I have to be very careful because I have another 10 terabyte drive over there on my ISCSI SAN that I don't want to be messing with. So we will initialize this disk. Oh, it pops up with both of them. So we do not need to boot from those. So we don't need a master boot record. GPT will do just fine. So let's have those, and that's already done. And we can do something like a symbol volume here. Create a symbol volume. Go gadget. This ISCSI disk is located on a Windows storage pool or storage spaces that has another file system, the REFS. So beneath this layer there is another layer of security. So let's give this a name. RAID 0. Let's see if it it approves that one. Cool. Formatting. While it's doing that, we'll create a symbol volume on the other one. More or less the same thing. There. So now we have two drives down here. I have one 10 terabyte and I have one 30 terabyte formatting for me. Awesome. This has done formatting. So now if we go and open File Explorer, I'll see that I now have two new drives over here. We have a D drive and we have a G drive. And we could just try and copy something to one of those. Let's have the D drive. Minimize that one. We're not, close it. We're not gonna need that. We'll have another window here. I'm not gonna be able to test the speed of the drive. I'm pretty sure that the network connection is gonna be the limit. I do only have a 1 gigabit connection coming into my computer here. So let's see if we have something big. We have a Lenovo. Oh, we have a Windows 10 copy file. We'll try and copy this over there. Copy. Let's see. It started out really high and then it dropped. So it should really be better than that. Probably that could have something to do with it expanding the drive while it's doing this. It's not impressive. We could do better to a USB stick. It copied the file over there. It wasn't impressive. So I think we want to try that again. I want to delete this and see if I do that again, if it's then quicker. If this No, it's just about the same thing. Okay, but we have another drive we also want to try. Cancel this operation, yeah, check. Let's try the 30 gigabyte, see if that's how that goes. Just copy that over there. It does exactly the same thing, although it drops even further down. Okay. Guess we have something to be working on here. So I was definitely hoping for better performance than this. We might be running into the problem that it has to write this file to 24 drives, split it up and write it to 24 drives. That might not be quicker than just writing it to a USB stick. So I will investigate a little bit and see if I can get better performance out of this. But it definitely works, even though it didn't work as good as I would have expected. So yeah, work in progress. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again messing around some more with this in another video. So have a nice day. Bye bye.